Hello and welcome to our channel 2 Brits on the Go. We recently embarked on an adventure that's taken us from Eastern Europe to Central Asia, and as part of this journey we travelled the whole width of Turkey. One of the main reasons we wanted to visit Turkey was to explore Cappadocia, a unique region with so much to see and do.
Today we'll be showing you some of the best places to visit in Cappadocia in the hope that your trip will be as incredible as ours.
What's going on, guys? We have just arrived in Cappadocia and it's somewhere that we've wanted to visit for a very long time.
Cappadocia is located in the central Anatolia region of Turkey and can be reached by flight, bus or train. If you're short on time, then we definitely recommend flying, as we spent a lot of time crossing the width of Turkey by bus due to how big the country is. You can either get a train from Ankara or Istanbul or fly into the nearby city of Kayseri, and from there you can easily reach Göreme, the most popular town for tourists who want to explore Cappadocia.
Most people decide to stay in Göreme as it's the easiest location to watch the hundreds of hot air balloons take off at sunrise, and that's exactly why we decided to stay here. One thing to know though is that the accommodation here can be very expensive, but luckily for us we managed to find a good deal for a well-located hotel.
Okay guys, we've just checked into our hotel and we can confirm that we've been saying it wrong. It's not Cappadocia, it's Cappadocia, so we will correct that from now on. And we're actually staying in Göreme, not Görem. So now we know that, we're all good. We're going to give you a quick tour of this accommodation because it is beautiful.
It's so nice, isn't it?
Really nice, and actually not that expensive in comparison to a lot of the other hotels.
So we've got a nice bed.
Very nice.
And then the bathroom is lovely as well, so it's down here. And it's sort of all open plan. And showers are here.
And it's kind of like a bit of a cave, like you can hear it echoing. I'm not sure it's classed as a cave hotel, but it's very nice.
It's sort of like in the style of a cave, isn't it? But then I think that's why it's a little bit cheaper, because it's not technically a cave hotel, but it's still beautiful here.
The most popular thing to do in Cappadocia is to watch the hundreds of hot air balloons flying over the dramatic scenery. Göreme has a great sunrise viewpoint which we'd highly recommend visiting. It's a good option if you don't have the budget to do a hot air balloon flight, and is only a short walk from most hotels within Göreme town centre.
Good morning, it's about 5:30 and we're going to go and try and see all the hot air balloons take off.
Okay, we're about 10 minutes away and already they're so close to us. It's incredible. You can see them right above us now.
All those people. I'm on the edge.
Alright guys, so we're going to try and head over to that bit over there because it looks like there's less people, whereas this bit here is quite busy. So let's go. Head over there. So many balloons.
To get to this viewpoint, you have to pay a small entrance fee of around 30 Turkish lira, which is just over 50 pence. But as you can see, this should definitely be somewhere you visit on your Cappadocia trip.
Another thing that you should definitely try whilst in Cappadocia is an ATV tour. This involves driving around on an all-terrain vehicle whilst taking in the views. We recommend doing this as well as another pre-arranged tour which we'll get onto later. These short tours take you around some of the scenic valleys in the area, including Sword Valley and Red Valley. You regularly stop and have some time to explore the valleys and the unique fairy chimneys.
So this is our first stop, which is Sword Valley, and apparently there's a place called Ladies Monastery, and you can go inside, so we'll probably have a quick look inside there. Sarah, she is hilarious on these ATVs, honestly. I thought she was going to go off the side.
I thought I was going to go off the side. There's been quite some bumps at the moment, and you have to go for it, don't you?
Yeah,
so,
if you don't like put the throttle on, you don't go up it, and then obviously if you put it on too much, then it's a bit of a hard landing. So.
Oh my word, that is so short. I don't think I should go much further.
Oh yeah, you don't want to go down there, do you?
No, that does not look ideal.
And he's in.
If you want to book this ATV tour or any of the tours that we speak about in this video, then we've put a link in the description to all of the activities that we did with Get Your Guide. Cappadocia is huge and there's lots to see outside of Göreme. Hiring a car is the most efficient way of seeing all the major sites, but there's also the option of doing tours. You'll quickly find out that there's two tour options, the red route and the green route. All you need to know is that the red route covers destinations closer to Göreme, and the green route covers further afield places and is usually the better option if you're not limited on time. The first stop on the green route, and a highlight that you won't want to miss, is Pigeon Valley, an iconic viewpoint overlooking countless man-made pigeonholes carved into the rock.
So today we're doing the green route, which is a popular route to do in Cappadocia, and basically our first stop here is Pigeon Valley, which they used to basically use these big stone, like rock type things here to store all the pigeons in, and they used to collect all the pigeon drop-ins and use them for fertilizer, which is pretty cool.
You'll then head to one of the most iconic places in Cappadocia, an underground city.
We're about to go into an underground cave system next.
So this one that we're going in is going to be called Derin Kuyu, which is supposedly the deepest cave system. There's a few cave systems in Cappadocia region, but there's only about 10% of this that you're allowed to explore, so not even like close to all of it, which is incredible. So we're going to be heading in a minute and we'll show you around.
This is one of the reasons we recommend doing the green route, as you'll spend time wandering through this impressive underground cave network that was used to hide whole villages for weeks at a time.
Just squeeze through.
Wow, this is the stone door, so they used to roll this, cover up this hole and stop people from getting through. That's awesome.
There's estimated to be around 200 underground cities in Cappadocia, and many of them remain unexplored.
Another popular place to visit is Ilhara Valley. This valley cuts through the scenery and you can spend time wandering through it and checking out the churches carved into the rock. In our opinion, this was the most overrated place we visited in Cappadocia, but the nearby Selime Monastery really is the star of the show. I think this is my favourite stop so far on the green route. This is a huge monastery cut out of the rock and dates back to the 8th or 9th century. This place really blew us away with how many unique rock carvings it has and incredible views. The monastery was later converted into a refuge for travellers and tradesmen who ventured the Silk Road, which we found really interesting as our current journey is following the Silk Road into Central Asia.
No, you don't.
That was the worst attempt you've ever seen. Wow. What's this? Whoa, Sarah.
What's in there?
You can climb up like these stairs here.
Wow.
Let's go.
In one tour you can visit all of these places, and if you're not too keen on driving, we'd highly recommend it. We've linked our tour in the description if you want to check it out. Our final recommendation for Cappadocia is to do a hike in the beautiful scenery. One of the best places to do this is Love Valley. You can reach Love Valley in around half an hour if you take a walk from Gurema town centre, and it's a great place to take a short hike and admire the scenery.
So today we've decided to come out on a hike in Cappadocia.
Hopefully we're going to be walking through Love Valley. Fingers crossed. But we basically took a half an hour walk from Gurema town and we've arrived at this trail here, and along this way should be all the rock formations which Love Valley is named after. And there, ladies and gentlemen, is Love Valley, all the little rock formations over there. Welcome to Love Valley. Aptly named. We are in one of the very, very pointy objects that we've shown you multiple times. We're currently inside it. Alright, time to head back the way that we came down, and I think we're going to stop off at that little cafe because the views from there looked incredible, and if they do coffee, that will be good. So we're going to head back, and then from there we'll take the trail back to Gurema. And yeah, it's a good little hike. Maybe 2 hours, an hour and a half, something like that, if you want time to explore this area, but would highly recommend it.
If you decide to do this hike, don't miss the small cafe overlooking Love Valley.
So we managed to get freshly squeezed orange juice, which cost 150 each, so that's about £3 each, and we've got the incredible view over Love Valley, so amazing. Just by a guy in a little kind of carved out bit of rock, he's made a house out of it, and then along the way he sells orange juice and pomegranate juice. It's incredible.
Cappadocia really is an amazing place to explore, and there's so much to do that this video doesn't even scratch the surface. But if you're aiming to tick off some of the best things to do, then it's definitely a start. If you enjoyed this video, then please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more of our journey through the Caucasus and into Central Asia, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that bell icon for more updates.